All right. What? Here we go. Hi. Hello. Greetings. I am randomly confused, and I'm back. I've returned from the dead. Except I wasn't dead. So I guess I haven't returned from there, but I've returned from um not streaming for a week. Yeah. Also, hold on. Let me pull this back a little bit. There we go. Hi. Little bit of is that is that on the avatar itself or like yeah, it's on the avatar. Okay, well, apparently my avatar's lagging a little bit. Anyway, that seems to be uh, I had that issue last time. Anyway, we are back once again in like doing stuff. We're doing what we did last time, basically. The murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Why is my hand doing this? Stop it. Stop it. Get some help. Anyway, there we go. Just had to reset the hand. Anyway, yeah. Let me just simply what 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 the oh okay, hold on. Um no, it changed. It's there we go. It changed its own resolution. I did not tell you to do that, game. You do not do that. You stay the resolution I put you on. Okay? Okay. All right. So, yeah, we're doing more of this because it's fun and I like it. Also, because I actually want to finish a game on one of these. So, like, you know. I mean, technically, I finished, like, two games. So, like, you know, I finished Slime Rancher and Sonic Generations. So, anyway, let, let's get started, shall we? Last time we were in the saloon. This time we're still in the saloon. Decent cash reward for finding this robot. Maybe I'll keep an eye out. Poor Homo Chow. Hate to see them like this. What they do? Medical malpractice. Uh, Interesting. Trash can! Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. Sadly, this one's empty as well. I'm starting to think your theory on something always being hidden in the trash is flawed. It's only a matter of time, Tails. Have faith. It's as they say, One man's trash is another man's treasure. Haha! I think Tails is ignoring me. No! Not Super Monkey Ball! Clearly, we won't be able to give the game Super Monkey Ball a try. Do we think it broke when the train sped up? The damage looks more to be caused from punches. Who could have done that? What are you two looking at me for? Smashed Arcade. We added an entire arcade to our inventory. Peanuts. Random, this is interesting. What is? It's just a few used cups. Sure, but why are there 3? Knuckles was really thirsty? One of them seems to have lipstick on it. Random, this one has lipstick on the rim. Knuckles likes getting in touch with his feminine side? That's not Knuckles' color at all. Someone else must have been here. Of course. We should log this. Used cups are added to your inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Knuckles and find out what really happened. Okay, can I, like... Oh, hey, peanuts. The bowl of assorted nuts. The classic saloon snack. Kinda bland. Huh. Seems like someone licked all the salt off them. What? Or maybe they're just unsalted. Huh? Oh. Spittoon-free establishment. Visit Coliseum Highway Zone. I had a hard time reading Coliseum. Okay? I'm dumb and dyslexic. Okay, yeah. The robotic arms here are really helpful. But what's the arm doing to my hair? He fixed it up a bit. That's incredible! What? Interesting tech. Uh-oh. Should I fear for my job a little bit? How well can it microwave? That might be a problem. We're gonna have to kill the arm. Anyway. I thought I told you to leave me alone. Please don't beat me up! I like your hat. Aw, Knuckles is blushing. Knuckles, are you blushing? I said leave me alone. Doesn't look like he's used to being complimented. Did you just adjust your hat a bit so we could see it better? I said leave! Can I take your order? Not hungry. You sure? Well, if you ever are, you'll let me know, won't you? Sure. Like a butler of sorts, right? Come on, Random. You're not a butler. Tell him that. Yeah, like a butler. Excellent. Thank you, butler. Dang it. Knuckles, Random and I need to determine what you were what you were doing during the hour the murder took place.
I already told you. Buzz off. You're not getting anything out of me.
Thankfully, we don't need you to say much. What happened here is pretty obvious.
Huh?
It is. We have evidence, too. We do? Random, just take a good look at your inventory. What was distracting Knuckles during the time Sonic was murdered?
He was playing a video game? Actually, he probably was, and then just dying a lot. The arcade machine? Ha! What makes you think I touched it? I don't know how I did that, but I did.
This isn't a tough one, Knuckles. Knuckles, you clearly touched the arcade machine because... your hair was wrapped...
No, it's covered in punches. What evidence do you have that the damage... I can't read today. That the damages are punches? What are you staring at my hands for?
Knuckles, you clearly destroyed the arcade machine. But why?
I needed a punching bag, and none were available to me.
Just a sudden urge to punch, huh? I believe repairing the arcade machine will give us our answer.
How will you...
I'm on it! Random, distract Knuckles while I fix Super Monkey Ball.
Bring it on! I'm better at these than I thought I would be.
The arcade machine is fixed!
That was fast. No, don't look at those scores!
Quick, look at the scores! I'm pulling it up now.
Oh. Bread? Apple? Toast? Bagel? Candy's actually a pretty good name, but like still. Bolton? Vector.
Okay, what does this tell us?
Nothing, obviously.
It tells us something massive. Look at the name on the top of the list.
What? 1 point.
It's Vector. He's supposed to be in the library car. The picture is beginning to be painted here. You competed with Vectors to see who could get the highest score.
And Vector won by 1 point.
And Vector beat you. And in frustration, you destroyed the arcade cabinet. He's punching the air in frustration.
You're guessing. Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? Vector's a common name. Prove to me he was here. Now!
I don't think there's any other Vectors in
on, like, the train. Ah, I forgot to jump. Ow. Ah! Ow! Ow! I'm bad at this, apparently. But what? When did it? Why did it jump so much in difficulty? Ow. There we go.
Now, Random, what proves Vector was here with Knuckles?
The cups. This is definitely Vector's brand of lipstick. No, I'm kidding. No!
I thought it was strange there was more than one cup sitting next to you. Well, you were supposed to be participating in the murder mystery game for Amy's birthday. You and Vector enjoyed some drinks playing arcade.
It's it's not like I wasn't. Don't tell Amy.
I thought we were on the right track here.
It's as you say. Vector popped in at the top of the hour wanting to play the arcade machine with me.
We went back and forth.
Oh, we went back. Sorry, Tails moved. We went back and forth trying to figure the game out, but when we did, we competed for the highest score. When he bested me, I destroyed the machine. No proof of his win. I was trying to fix the arcade cabinet before you two came in. Honest, I didn't want to be caught. And that's my story and alibi. I've already told an abridged version of this to Amy.
Boy, this friend group has a lot of pride issues. Well, that explains one of the used cups. But what of the cup with the lipstick mark?
Rouge was in here too.
Eh?
It's inconsequential. Not worth mentioning. Why can't I speak today? She searched around for something but failed, made fun of our game, and left. Obnoxious, that one.
But you offered her a drink, apparently.
Listen, I don't know why she showed up, and I've told you everything that happened before the train sped up. Are you not satisfied? Will you two relent?
I'm understanding the scenario. Vector visited to play games, Rouge couldn't find something and left, then Knuckles destroyed the machine. That all makes sense to me. Thank you for answering so many of our Actually, that's not everything, is it, Knuckles?
Eh?
I want to step back to something I noticed. One more name on that high score list doesn't make sense. Random, can you take a look one more time? An odd name on the high score list. What is Tails talking about?
Toast.
All the other names have a food theme, but this one... Who here goes by Oltem? You may not know, Random, But there is someone here that goes by the title, the ultimate life form.
Shadow.
There's really someone here that goes by that?
Nothing sneaks by you, does it, bud? Vector and I were struggling so much with the game, but then Shadow dropped by.
So Shadow was here too?
He taught us the game and was the first to get his name on the scoreboard. Vector and I then fought to beat Shadow's score. They're both very annoying.
You all immediately had to compete, huh?
He gave me this before he left. Shadow told me to lock the door and to not open it for anyone. Then he left. When Vector was leaving, I locked the door behind him. Saw no one else after locking the door. That's the honest truth.
So when Amy came through here to not too long ago, did you open the door for her?
No. I think she has some sort of key, too.
That's right, the conductor gave her that special birthday key. Oh, I have a lot of questions. What happened in the library to cause Vector to come here? Why is Shadow locking doors? And what was Rouge searching for?
I don't know. They didn't tell me. Even though I asked with that cowboy accent. You're gonna have to find them and ask them yourselves.
More information than I expected to get there, but it seems we can move on. As of right now, I believe your story, Knuckles. We'll only know for sure when we confirm things with Vector. Or sure, not sure. Those are two very different things.
Fair enough. The library is the next car. I'll open the lock for you. Give whoever KO'd Sonic an earful for me. Detective Tails and Butler.
I liked it better when he wasn't talking to us. Will do, Sheriff. Come on, Random. Let's head to the library. On it. This is way more exciting than microwaving chili dogs. Random! Coming. Ready to mosey down to the next car? You got it, partner. Onwards!
Onwards and forwards. Oh, hey, library.
Hang in there. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop.
Oh, hey, Amy.
I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful.
Already? Before you go, Espio and I wanted to give you your presents.
Yes, I have to do the voice. Don't judge.
My presents? You're both too sweet, thank you.
Vector, it seems we have more guests.
Amy, there you are. Want to join us in finding clues? Flattered. But at the pace you two are going, Sonic's murderer will never get found. Oh, she's confident. She must have something up her sleeve. The tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around.
What tip?
Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you. And quick! But how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked. Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? The birthday girl has a master key. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key.
Of course! It's a birthday privilege!
I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye!
Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough.
Now what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say.
I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm, here to ask if anyone's hungry.
Starved! I'd kill for a chicken parmesan right about now.
Maybe kill isn't the right language to use right now.
I'm Vector, the butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat.
And I'm SBO, the poet.
Ah, poetry. A resonant message from poet to reader, meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Prose?
Words.
Can I hear some?
No. Sure.
Oh.
Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? Ah la la dee 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 dee. Dee dee.
Was that it?
Have more if you'd like. Cherry blossoms in the spring.
I'm, satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Random and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car?
Oh, sure. It's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car, where Amy told me and Espio to stay.
I promptly picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car.
Yep.
Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup at the saloon car.
Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door.
Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something.
After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car. Then entered the library car and locked the door behind him.
More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors?
I mean, he is a locksmith.
Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car, where Knuckles and I were playing games.
Makes sense.
He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car.
Yeah, Super Monkey Ball is pretty fun. I haven't actually played a Super Monkey Ball game.
I probably should.
You know what? Maybe I'll play a Super Monkey Ball game on here sometime. Apparently I'm getting very laggy.
Then return to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed.
Went to the casino. Did I read that? Whatever. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car.
That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right.
We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. All these locked doors, it seems Vector or Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions.
If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you.
And if you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I got you covered too. Thanks, guys. Their alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reasoning for leaving his post and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. Tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. So many books on the ground. Wish we had time to pick them all up. I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up. But Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something. What reckless behavior! I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. He's right. Look at the spines. They'll never be the same.
Trash can!
Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. Ah, I really thought there'd be something there. Random, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin? No, I'm all right. I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find. You really think so? Yeah. We just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay. These trash bins hide a secret. I'm sure of it. Random, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. What, was that supposed to be a compliment? A chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there." Wow, I really needed to see this. Huh? This little chow's hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety, because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There's no way there was this much thought put into this poster. Right? So, we got you, we got a table, globe, books, book. Wait a minute, is that Professor Pickle? The eyebrows look the same, but did he have hair like that? I can't remember. Anyway,
Ooh, brochures! There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, taverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh! Random! Look at this! There's a couple maps here! This seems to be a map of the library car. Books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, there's stalactites. Nah, leave it. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. I mean, I like caves. What? Huh? Don't worry about it. Let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfy. So plush. Puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. Random, no! Don't fall asleep! There's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring for every time a murderer ruined my nap time, I'd have 2 rings. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice. Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling to clean up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. A globe of our marvelous planet.
Do we ever get a name for Sonic's planet? Like, I know... I'm pretty sure fans have dubbed it Mobius, but, like, I'm not sure we've ever gotten a canon name for his planet.
I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either.
Sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia. If you've ever been there.
I have, actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle.
Pre-watched?
He'll tell you everything about the area. And makes one scrumptious sandwich.
Sandwich.
I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they?
Yes, they have. Okay, books. I think all I have left are these, so...
Wow! Wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest.
Alright, let's move on then.
Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt.
He's scrounging through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library.
That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order, but this one is the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on.
Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back?
Maybe. But it is interesting. Let's make a note of this.
Yay. And this book.
What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck! It reeks of the evil scientist, Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book.
What kind of recipes?
Evil recipes.
Oh.
Who cares? I wouldn't put any book he's... I wouldn't trust any book he's written. Yeah, it's weird this is even here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet. You may not be wrong. Did I miss anything? Oh. Chaos Cola. Check out our book club. Book of the month. Gone. Cow? Whatever. Anything else? Done that. We've done that. We've huh.
Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train.
You actually tried to bring a knife on the train?
I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher.
I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the murderer.
Huh. But what if I hid the knife?
You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. Can I take your order?
Oh, yes, please. I'm starved.
Actually, I'm off duty at the moment. The murder mystery is more important.
Then why would you show the menu to me?
Come on, Random. Why would you tease him like that?
And here I thought I could trust you. You've made a fool of me.
Look, Random. You made him a fool. Come on, Random. Smooth this over. No, I'm the fool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I smooth things over, but at what cost? What do we have? We have that. Huh. So there's that, there's... Anyway. What else could we have? I've looked everywhere. Yeah. Locomotive in motion. I think I lost my lotion. The window shows the ocean. Oh wait, there's my lotion. You just rhymed lotion with lotion. Thanks. I actually really like that one. Huh? Do we have enough for him? Okay, well. Very well. What am I missing? There's a... Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio and find out what really happened.
Let us start the interrogation.
So, the two of you don't believe...
That's Vector talking.
So, the two of you don't believe us, eh?
I mean, I believe Vector. I mean, he's already had his alibi confirmed by Knuckles. So,
It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Random and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need.
Oh, that's easy. I got bored.
you know, that is exactly what I thought he was going to say. And I was right, apparently. That's what he said.
What?
I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social.
Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remembered the arcade machine and the saloon car, so figured I'd go check it out.
This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. And that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car?
Of course he was.
Eh?
Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen.
It must have been a good read. What was the book?
Espio doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing?
What kind of things do you think I read?
If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what that book might be. Random, could you help me out?
All right, Random. What book do we think Espio may have been reading? Dr. Eggman. No. The Mirage Express Manual.
A manual? You think Espio was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this?
All right, let's do this. That one was actually kind of easy.
Why are books scattered around the floor? There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone, at the very least, picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio.
Hey now! I won't have you insulting my pal like that.
Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself.
Apologies, Espio.
Ow.
Apologies, Espio.
A butcher and a poet. Friendship can form anywhere.
That is indeed the book I was reading. The Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool.
In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Random, if you don't mind. Eh? Could you ask SBO some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz SBO about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on?
Page 362.
Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train there, spotless?
Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards.
I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself, though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors.
The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought into the train, ensuring passenger safety.
Seems like SBO hates that question, Random. Hit him with another one. Oh, okay, which page do I choose?
Page 15.
What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy?
No refunds, and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you are over the age of 65.
Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65.
Huh, I wonder who it could be.
Last one, Random. Let's see if SBO can go 3 for 3. Gotcha. Which page should I pick last?
Page 402.
What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations?
Ah, an intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. Didn't seem to do its job very well earlier.
I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present.
Now, did I pass your little test?
Totally. It's wild you were able to retain all this information so quickly.
A poet's brain is often surprising.
I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses.
And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read?
You have to admit, though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive.
No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading, after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate despite being the truth.
Eh? Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can't... SBO, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading?
Yes, that's correct. Problem?
Frankly, I don't believe that can be true. We have evidence to back it up. Random? He always puts me on the spot. Okay, Random, think. What should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw SBO reading? We should have, yeah. But what?
Well, I mean, Shadow came through here. Shadow's lock. Please pray tell what this has to do with anything. Well, he was in here.
We're up, Random. Let's get our argument together.
Yeah. Got it perfectly.
Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine.
Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't the high score long. Crocs are natural gamers.
They are? Well, I mean, I guess there is a Croc VTuber, so, you know.
SBO said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, SBO was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and SBO didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip.
I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow.
You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up?
Well, you see,
I can sense SBO's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would SBO leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw SBO in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Random. One that I would love for SBO to solve.
you gotta believe me.
That cool demeanor is vanishing.
I was so involved in my book, I didn't notice Shadow pass back through the library car. Honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention.
Yeah, I think I remember doing that.
I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, SBO. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, how did you leave the library car?
I wasn't. I didn't.
Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was SBO simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? Hmm.
Hold on. Let me... Wait a minute. Is that a bookshelf? There's something right here. It's possible SBO could have been sitting here and just not have noticed. Hmm. Possible. But is it likely? Hmm. I mean... Hmm. He seems pretty persistent.
And he can turn invisible, so I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails? Huh? We have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems. All right, my fellow associate, lay it on me. A piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another. All right, now let me get my thoughts in order. Ow. I didn't see those. Ow. Ow. Ah, I'm failing and succeeding. I'm failing and succeeding. How? The library map? Oh. Oh, I see! See the exits? They're right across from one another. A straight path. If Shadow walked down this straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. Looks like you'll have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. Where could Espio have been for Shadow to not see him? Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book.
I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot.
That confirms it, then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot. Because a bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio, or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you would have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all our questions. We did it. Another pair of alibis validated. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end.
Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy.
Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge, and especially Shadow. Oh? It seems the door to the next room is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio.
Give 'em heck. And if you need any meat chopped up, say the word.
I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick-tock. Tick-tick-tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose.
You know, that one actually kind of works. It's an unorthodox rhyming scheme, but it works. It is a valid one. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, Random. Let's see what's next. Coming. Next time! Because it's been like, you know, an hour. Make sure I actually saved. So yeah, it was fun.
Again, I'm surprised I got that last one. Anyway, that will be it for today. Thank you for being here if you were. If not, it, well, the VOD's going to be on my YouTube channel. Go check it out. Other than that, I will be back next week, same time, of course, or hopefully same time, if I don't forget, or if, or unless something comes up and I can't stream. But I'll try to be here. Yeah, next Saturday, same time. I I will be back here doing more of the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah. Anyway, I will see you guys then, and I hope to see you. Bye. Bye.